Guys, Friday. I know it's disgusting. Last day of work for a lot of us. Now we just have to kill a weekend. God. What are you going to look at? I'm going to look at Pool Time Ale. This was something that Jolson left here. Belgian-inspired wheat ale with cherry juice. Alcohol, and I know they have it on here. It's 5%. Shelf life, 6 months. Yeah. I was going to say, right off the bat, I'm expecting foreign domestic glass. Expecting a little bit of color, which it has. So, if you don't keep it on a shelf, does it last longer? It smells like a wheat ale. Maybe a little bit of cherry. I'm not getting much of the Belgian influence in there. Cheers. Well, yeah. I actually get a little bit of that stereotypical Belgian flavors, and then the cherry comes on right behind it. Pool time. Okay. I don't want this to be an hour. Famous last words. First was the bearded CB. Smile Money says 6 seconds behind. Well played. And Crazy Scotsman's pushing his whiskey already. Smile Money saying first, actually being second. He sees that. J Dog here at work. J Dog's third. You know, if I had a little tally thing, I could never. Bearded CB. Now the intro and Brew Babes are a pair I could do things to that would make, excuse me, Satan cringe. Speaking of Satan, I told you someone sent me the Satan sauce. Oh, look at it. It's just clump full of happiness. But like I said, that's it. That's the only thing on there. It was sealed. So, again, yeah. Just send some poison to Eric. He'll put it on some pork rinds. So a decent helping of Satan sauce. There, I have another one. Remember that if you're here having some. Yeah, I see the fresh pepper chunks, black pepper. Now, I received a couple packages. This one is from the Heatonist. And this is actually something that I ordered months ago, and still to this moment in time, my original bottle is shown somewhere in, I think it was Virginia, and it's been there for a month. So, contacted the Heatonist. They said, we're real sorry that happened, and sent me out another, this is another bottle, because I bought this roughly, I don't know, I attempted to buy this over a month before Johnny Watson decided to treat me to 3 different ones. Christine really likes this, so probably most of my first bottle is going to be gone very soon. She plans on adding this to the combined salsa that she's gonna make, fresh salsa, and then she's like, then you can pick yours up from there. So the Heatonist, Hot Ones show on YouTube. Absolutely awesome. Right now, I haven't watched it yet. The new episode is the interview with Shia LaBeouf, Biffy Boff, that guy. And this one isn't one. I don't think this is one of them. This was a special, like a griller special kind of a thing. They had a shameless plug for it on the last episode of last season, and I decided I wanted to give it a try, and I like it. It has a real Tex-Mex kind of a lime. It's again, it's not really hot on the Peter meter. It's right there in the middle. I give it a 5 out of 10. It's got good flavor. Christine liked it, so I thought it was cool. Oh man, I don't get another of the fire-breathing chicken stickers. This one, I think that's cool. So that I knew was coming. Now, whatever this is, megashop.com. See, it felt like another bottle, so I figured I would open it hanging out with you guys. Ass-kicking Carolina Reaper hot sauce. Kick your ass. Okay. I have had ass-kicking sauce. I haven't had this. I haven't had this particular one. Christ, at this rate, maybe what I need to start doing is I need to start reviewing funny T-shirts and hot sauces. See, I don't want to do that. That one Heat 101 that I have caught a few episodes on. They act like they're all freaking cool and shit, and then they like start crying and want to tap out. So let's I'm gonna start off moderate just in case. I'm going to pick up the game a little bit. It actually has more heat than the Satan sauce, but it's not really bringing trying to think of what I've had. Like Louisiana hot sauce is kind of a more of a blended flavor. I'll have to experiment with food with it, but it does have some heat. Not gonna lie. Bearded CB. Hot ramen challenge. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I was thinking about making that last night, but I never got around to it. Fumatsu 12. Wow, tasty treat. J-Dog, I can't wait to get my Benelli out of layaway. Me too. Looks like it's pretty nice. Bearded CB. Hey Google, what's the temperature of Uranus?
On the website universetoday.com, they say the average temperature of the cloud tops on Uranus is 49K, 224 degrees Celsius. Do you want a little more context?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Hey, what are you doing in an hour? Hey Google, want to make $5?
Sorry, I'm not sure how to help with that, but I'm trying to learn.
Temperature of Uranus. Beard CB. I take it Eric's tattoo-less. Time for more whiskey. Yes, I lay for me and you. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm against it. I've always had two things. Well, three things. The exit-only tattoo, but I've always thought about a Celtic cross on this area somewhere, and as a tribute to my loved ones, which thankfully when I first started thinking about it, I didn't get it done because I know this goes with the rules of tattoos. Don't put a woman's name on your body unless it's your mom, grandma, or children. So, if my original concept, which I can't find it, I've got the image stuck in my brain, and I've looked through tattoos. The closest I ever got, and I actually, Bearded CB, I think before you were following the channel, I've actually had this conversation. Bear me. You are one special motherfucker, that's all I'm gonna say. I want is a tribute to my loved ones, or the kids. Again, I don't foresee a relationship problem, but then again, for me, all but one was someone else's idea. Like John says, the John Solar syndrome. Chicks dig him for a while. So, the closest I've ever come is actually a scene, which I would have to freeze frame, do a screenshot, and show that to an artist to then do a rendering for a tattoo. And that would have been from the movie Cat People. There's a scene where there's Black Panthers in a tree. Now, it doesn't have to be a tree. Could be a frickin' rock. Could be the hood of a Volvo for all I care. But it's like the side profile of a big, just nasty ass, don't fuck with me, Black Panther with radiant emerald green eyes. And kind of, let's just say it's on a rock. Laying on a rock, and one paw just out there, and the other paw is clenching a chain. And I wanted a couple links down, and then it would say Lily, and then a couple more links, and it would say Samantha, and then the dangerous area would be a couple more links, and it would say Christine. I know, I would be breaking. See, I feel good enough at this point in my life, and the truly special person that she is, because, once again, I mean, how many of you? I mean, just honestly answer quietly to yourself. If you want to leave it in the comments, I'd like to know, you know, who's the lucky ones. Now, right off the top of my head, Wade, you don't need to tell me. Our wives share a lot in common, because we've both had this exact scenario. How many of you, Joey? I know you're not in this. I know you're not in this club. How many of you can walk out of like the bathroom in your underwear or just a towel with now it has happened in my underwear or pajamas. You know, took a shower, threw my pajamas on. I had no plans on going anywhere, and I just wanted to relax. I'm wearing nothing but my pajamas. I got a gun holstered on my side. Actually, I think it was that guy shortly after I got it. I stroll through the living room with a pistol on my side, an AR-15 in my hand, and I look over at her, and there's no look of what's going on. She just looks at me, and you can tell by the smile and the look in her eyes that she loves me. And with Wade, I think it was an SKS. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm fully ensconced in the keeper category. But I'm saying, you know, that is the rule of tattoos. But it's just the cat. Like in the movie when they're in a tree, and you can just see the dimension and the complexity of the muscles, and that it's not just this two-dimensional looking picture of a Black Panther. Like I said, I have scrolling through tattoo shops and artist pictures and renderings and trying to find this cat, and I probably would put that. I probably would put that on my back. You know, other than, you know, maybe, you know, I might even do the Celtic cross up high, so a typical, or I might just do it on my forearm. But, you know, again, I know because I've seen some pretty awesome Celtic cross tattoos. I did a search, and I found it took 3 different pictures to get to what I wanted. I wanted the cross style of that tattoo, and I wanted the inner scroll work of that tattoo, and I wanted the definition or the design of that tattoo. And the one person that I showed it to was Sam's got some Japanese writing that goes down her spine. That was like the very first one that she got.
Hi. This call is from Cash Advance USA. You have been approved for loan up to $15,000. No upfront fees. No security deposit or processing charges.
That sounds great.
So call us back on our direct line number 713-258-7869. Let me repeat it for you. 713-258-7869. Thank you and have a great day.
That is sweet. You guys need some cash? Call that number. So yeah, that's it. That's you know, right now, no, I don't have any tattoos. I'm just, I mean, for what the cat would probably cost me to get done, I'd rather have a firearm. I really thought this bottle of Ardbeg was going to last a long time, but when it went upstairs and became a memorial toast to Ed, it was pretty hard to say. Well, it was almost impossible to say anything. It's like, what the fuck is that? Hey, can we celebrate with some, some nice beacon or maybe some grappa? Ed really loved grappa. We should stick with grappa, but no, we had Ardbeg. Brandon, my friend, I look for the day that we can finally meet in person and shake hands and maybe shoot some shit or go camping. Yeah, that'll be with me, unless of course I pull up with my my brand new 4-door long box 1-ton turbo diesel Dodge towing the fifth wheel that Johnny Concho and his lovely wife will help us pick out. Then that would be camping for Christine. I mean, if it doesn't have room service, it didn't happen. Ah. Beard CB again. Before you go deer hunting, you have to watch the movie Escanaba in the Moonlight. Escanaba in the Moonlight. Why do I feel afraid? Beard CB, Bushnell. Well, they have scopes, $60 to $200 that serve a purpose. They also have their line up that starts at $1,000 and better. Right now, I have two of the of their high-end scopes, and one is on the 24-inch AR-556, and the other one, of course, is the HDMR that is on the Mosin, and originally was on the JP. Granted, you know, like I said, I talked to the boys at Team JP, and they basically you know, none of them had any skin in the game, but they both basically tried to explain to me that there was absolutely zero reason. You know, especially if I, you know, like I said, the one kid said, he's like, you know, to be totally honest, it's not even a lateral move. He says, you have the better scope with the HDMR than buying the Vortex Razor. He says, you're seeing Vortex Razors all over here because these guys are world-class shooters and this shit was given to them. He's like, I bet you'd be happy shooting Bushnell or the Vortex if someone sponsored it to you. I'm like, yeah, probably, because that means I didn't have to drop a, you know, I think. The Razor was relatively the same price, but man, they were just wiped out completely at the time. And I don't know if it might even be one of you here. I knew you through, you know, another scenario where I meet someone through YouTube, and then I meet someone on Facebook, and on YouTube, you're here's a for instance, pre-done death. That just sounds so terrible. In real life, Jeremy Pudwhacker. So, you know, you don't just put the two of those together, but I had met a guy who worked for Ruger, and Ruger evidently was outfitting or whatever. They had a hand up the skirt of Vortex, and he's like, I can get you the Vortex Razor for. And I am going to, even though I can't remember who he was now, but I'm going to honor what he said. He said, this is what I can get you the Razor for. And I'm looking at this price, full retail, which was like $2,300 or something like that. And then I'm like, are you serious? And he goes, yeah. He goes, the markup on glass is stupid. So I can only imagine what it cost to make my US Optics ER25. I'd probably throw up, but I love the scope and I love it on the JP. So, but yeah, in the house right now is there's 3 Bushnell scopes, Matt's Bushnell Edge, and the only thing about that is I know I know what I have invested in my Vortex Crossfire. I would be going backwards, but Matt would be better off if I traded him my Vortex Crossfire for his, because the Vortex Crossfire, oh, excuse me, Miss Sharkey, my Vortex Crossfire is ballistically set up for a 270, 308, basically a 30 cal bullet, and I have it on Project Overkill, which is a 22 long rifle, and it is a, without walking over and looking at it, I want to say, I can't even remember what the power is, but I know it's a lot more than 10 power. So Matt would be better off with my scope on a 308, and I would be better off with his on a 22 long rifle. But I have that rifle set up so that if I had to, I could scavenge parts and build something different out of it. Obviously, if I took the scope off of the upper and put it on something else, I'd have to go back and start, Right now, I've never actually sat and spent time on paper, but at 100 yards, it's on a 6-inch steel plate all day long. But yeah, so the Bushnell Edge and two Bushnell Tactical Elites, and the more expensive one was definitely the one that's on the Mosin because of that damn HDMR reticle. Okay, moving on quickly. Smart money. If I won the women's build first place, I am quite sure no police officer would be confused. None of my grandchildren will be allowed to run around in the park playing army with it. Like I said, how many times have you heard about a cop that got shot by a guy that had a gun that looked like a toy? Versus, how many times have you heard about a cop that shot a person that had something that they thought was a gun that turned out not to be? Either a toy, or a flashlight, or whatever. I'm just saying. That guy's comments, to each his own. The First Amendment, if you want to use your First Amendment to talk about my Second Amendment, that's fine. But if you're going to start trying to, especially at offhand gear, you're going to go to offhand gear and start talking about how people shouldn't make their weapons look like toys. Well, what's the definition for making it look like a toy? For me, it's personalization. NIHAPS Retro. That looks like the toy that I had as a kid. So, which one is it? And I want to say, to be honest, the toy that I had was very similar in size to a full-size one. It didn't have an orange tip on it. This would have been in like 1973 or 4. So, I'm sorry, I disagree with that whole mentality. On Offhand Gear's site, I didn't want to get into a pissing contest. But if you saw my posting on Facebook thanking Offhand Gear for promoting Justin's final mission and showing a picture of the rifle, which I have to say, you can go to Offhand Gear now and buy the handguard that looks just like the one that Jim and Florida Customs built. So congratulations. The best form of what's the wording? The best form of flattery is reproduction. Or yeah, I'd like to reproduce. So the fact that Offhand Gear now offers that handguard in the Tiffany blue with it looks like the same thing. I mean, it looks like 100. I'd have to go look at the pictures side by side, but what I remember from what Christine showed me, I'm like, that is the handguard that Florida Weapon did. But now it's just flat out offered by Offhand Gear, and that's fine. It's. I'm sorry, the one thing I did after the brew review yesterday is I made sure that there was nothing firearm related past 2 different forms of security. So if you want to go for the guns, you can see them all from right here. But good luck going to right there. So yeah, it's actually the woman's build is hanging up. Oh, looking good, Vern. Looking real good. Want some Tiffany blue? How about some Beacon? Bearded CB, thanks for that. Bearded CB, I enjoy my Mossberg 835 Ultimag with the 18-inch barrel. The shot barrel has killed every flying bird out there. My rifled slug barrel has killed deer. Yes, lots of food. Shooting 3.5 high-speed steel goose load hurts my shoulder more than my ears. Hell yeah, my Benelli could take a 3.5 inch. So I got some 3.5 inch like Magnum rounds. I never did the slug thing. I'm gonna be totally honest. I had a slug gun for a while. I wish I still had it. I don't know. Here, this is a great venue. I have no problems ever admitting something, either when I'm wrong or when I don't know. Now I have 2 different barrels, and I don't know what chokes are in them. I don't have any extra chokes. I'd have to actually purchase it. But if you wanted to shoot a slug out of a regular shotgun, what one is it that? Okay, great. Make it get even finer. As you guys know, it's a Mossberg 500, and I have the ported barrel with a mystery choke in it, and I have the barrel that was on the rifle with a mystery choke in it. I don't know what chokes are in it. Probably the modified. Usually that's the one that they stick in it. I know my Benelli, I had the whole set, but I don't know what slugs are in it. So if I wanted to shoot a slug out of my Mossberg 500, what slug and what do I need to know about the choke? Essay for those. Probably going to be Bearded CB that's going to... or Clyde. Aunt Keck. Damn it! Gunwild. Somewhere around 15th, bitches. Yeah, I've lost track. I don't have my abacus or asacus. Those eyes have seen a lot of love. The Guess Who stole that album from my mom, and then the hooker I used to be married to stole my entire record collection and then acted like someone had stolen it from her. Yet my children ended up with a whole bunch of my records. Weird! But I digress. Aunt Keck. Oh, holy, hot damn, sexy, naughty, curvy, tattooed, bubblicious, big boobied, red-headed vixen beer brew babe. Brandon says amen. Oh. Zay 27. You know, I know it's a small thing, my friend, but I think moving forward, I think officially from this point on, when you hear me say 27, I'm referring to Jose PhD 27. It's just 27. I know who you are, motherfucker. Be ding dong, ditching your ass house. Well, maybe not, due to where you live. Commie, you commie. Oh, good. Brandon with the read more button. Buddy of mine got the message from him a couple of weeks ago, right after he got back from Ohio from a vacation in the mountains. Stopped by here on his way back. He missed several texts and overall probably 20 phone calls while he was hiking the divide. 2 days after he got back, found out one of his guy he deployed with a few times, ended it. He talked to him before his vacation he was okay. He thought apparently not so. Anything anyone can do to prevent that from happening, I have nothing but greatness for you for at least supporting hashtag be like Ed, hashtag N22 a day, hashtag goal 0. Well, then, Brandon, my friend, you should have the utmost respect for David Brown, giving out his cell phone number. If you are, I don't know, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If you're thinking about fucking hurting yourself, if you're thinking about ending it, just about any one of us can help. But David gave out his number. I'm a little bit more nervous about that because there is people out on the internet that have said some of the most vicious, mean, vile shit about Christine. And, they've tried to take stabs at me, but it's just like, and Christine really doesn't care, but I tell you, people like Ed and a whole lot of you guys, but yeah, and one of them is a guy that at the time, I don't even know how many subs he has now, but he went out of his way to put up a video saying mean things about a woman. That just right there shows you the quality of what that piece of fucking shit is. What is it? Something on fire. I'm not being a meanie. There's no reason for me to remember. TMI, something on fire. Just a total fucking loser. Seriously. It wouldn't matter if it was my wife, if it was any one of yours, and somebody like that piece of shit said and did, and of course at the time, the hyenas or whatever, their little fucking childish, probably put their fingers in their butts and smelt it kind of group, these fuckers. That's why I would hesitate to put that much information out on the internet. David, he's at a point in his life where not only does he feel more than comfortable, but the man used to wear a lot of hats, and one of them being a cop. I'm telling you right now, the last person I'd want to piss off, because I can guarantee you if you piss that man off, the last thing you'd have to worry about is a bag of steaming shit on your porch and a ding-dong. That'd be the last thing you'd have to worry about. But that's inexcusable. Like I've repeatedly said, YouTube has just made it to the point where it's honestly not fun. Here's why I take it to the extreme. The picture that I wanted to use today, I realized just before I was about to turn the camera on that she had nipple right on the top of her swimsuit. I was like, I don't want to go out of my way to give YouTube an excuse. On the other hand, YouTube is kind of like the version of the Second Amendment. I'm not going to get on my fucking knees, and I'm not going to play by their fucking games. If they want to shut this shit down, like I said, I don't even know if it's even still on. Every time we upload one of these, I think it goes to Gunstreamer. If I disappear here, I'll be over there. I really don't care. I am not going to stop doing what I'm passionate about and how I do it. To community guidelines. Yeah, well, fuck you and your community guidelines, YouTube. You're the biggest fucking. You're hypocritical fucks. If I wanna take someone like that and show her completely naked and call it art because she drew a little happy face on her fucking vagina, then it's okay. But if I just want to proudly say, let's drink a beer and look at a beautiful woman. Why? Because I like beautiful women. Ooh. Oh, that's a violation. Well, fuck you. Brandon, that is, honestly, it's terrible. The only reason that the other channel actually stays up and I put any effort in it is to help that man and to lower that number. Smile money. Work your butt off planting an acre or two of sweet corn and have those freeloading deer destroy a majority of it. You enjoy getting the benefit of those corn-eating farm-fed deer. It is delicious. Mountain deer that eat only mountain laurel, and acorns, it will have more of a chance of tasting gamey. Well, there you go. I gotta start shooting the deer in my backyard. Aunt Keck, gun porn. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. And told Christine Saturday or Sunday we need to get a few things out and have a little fun. She's never shot Ed's rifle. That needs to change. I need to shoot the Garand. Yeah. It's almost to the point where I'd like to unload into a bucket of sand right here. But yeah, there's a bunch of shit that needs to go out and have a little fun with. The problem is we, J-Dog, tell them. What the fuck? I feel like somehow we're in Seattle, and this weekend is not planned to be nice. Aunt Keck, Mescal. Shut up. Aunt Keck, Aunt Keck, I can't start mixing my shit. Well, at least it needs to be metered better, because I know that was more than a shot, but oh, goddammit. Satan sauce. What the hell's with the... Would some Mexican make this little thing on top? Aerator or whatever the hell it is. Problem is I found out the hard way, you can't bust that bitch off unless I've got some kind of a cork stopper to put on there instead. I could go old school. I still got the salt, and I don't know if the lime still made it, but screw that. A little show prep, as Smile Money would say. What time is it? Oh shit! I gotta roll on this. I gotta still told Christina to take her out for dinner. Actually, she's taking me out. But I'm not driving. Bearded CB, Benelli Super Sports, and the M4 are good. Just stay away from their Nova piece of shit lineups. Bearded CB, I would buy any Mossberg series over Benelli Nova any day. Comes from time hunting with friends and my shotgun always going bang in the shit, and waders in the swamp and sub-zero temperatures deer hunting, and Nova's going click. And then him and Aunt Keck have a love fest. Hey, I don't want to get into a pissing contest. I just know I liked my Nova more than I like my Mossberg. Now, it was also a pump shotgun, and I would rather not get another pump shotgun. At least, because, the government's going to want to take that away soon too, because if you think that pieces of shit like Beto are going to stop with the what did I hear? I finish a thought, fuck him. What did I hear today on the news? The anchorette. Somebody somewhere or whatever, they're talking about how somebody was shot with one of those high-power AR assault rifles. Douchebags. It's the smallest of it doesn't even qualify in a lot of states to take a deer. You can't. High power? Boy, these fucking people are so goddamn stupid. Beard CB, the Blade channel sounds vaguely familiar. Well, check it out. If he says anything at all in the video, I noticed it starts off with some kind of vulgarity. Beard CB again. Also, on Joey's note, this past week, his 1-year anniversary of his mother's passing. Joey, do hope you are okay. Last year sucked balls. Cheers, bro. Yeah. Brandon, you're a good man. And I fully mean that from my heart. Smile Money, the problem with pit bulls, like my brother-in-law has, is a dog is really gentle, but when another dog picks a fight with them, he wins with extreme prejudice. I've never had one. I know someone like Pete at the Armory Channel thought that when people were saying pit bulls were mean and aggressive, he was fucking furious, and basically, can't you make any dog a good dog and any dog a bad dog? I mean, I'm not being a dick here. I don't know. I don't want a pit bull. I don't really want another dog. I would like my Daxie and my Shelby back. But you know, after Pet Cemetery, we're not going to go there. It just inherently, is the pit bull a mean animal, or are they made mean? Because you hear extreme stories from both camps. You know, is it possible for someone like Pete's baby to snap and hurt somebody? I don't know. Is it possible for any of them? I mean, Dax was a little lover. Shelby was a little lover. Shelby, I don't think that dog even knew what aggressive was. I'd never. Well, the neighbor's husky. We introduced them instead of through the fence in the yard one time, and he tried to take Shelby's rawhide, and even though Shelby was here and the husky was here, she was gonna fucking have none of that. So I take it back. She was a mean little bitch if she wanted to be. The Rico Burnout. I too ordered the Lowry's microwave pork rinds. So salty. Super disappointing. I wonder if they made a bad batch. This is what I ordered. I'm going to look because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's what I sent to Jim. See, I don't know. Honestly, I'm here to tell you this. Is there sodium? Yeah, I can detect it. Would I be happy if it had less? They would still be really good. Do I think it's high in salt? No. And like I said the other day, the only thing in probably the last 6 months that I have even reached for the salt shaker is on steak. I like my steak with some boondockers on it, a little fresh pepper, and some salt. Other than that, I have probably cut my sodium intake. If 2 years ago it represented as 100%, I am probably in the 20% range for the salt, and I'm not getting what you guys are getting. So, you know, either this batch is completely different, or I am sodium blind. I mean, that could be. I don't know. See, mine came from my neighbor. So I think it's something that they're thinking about adding to their repertoire. Bearded CB, Beto is a douche waffle. That is a, yeah. Jesus God, really? Guys? Matt Davis, loving my new Glock 2740. Congratulations, Matt. Some people don't like 40s, but again, my daily carry is the 40, the 4006 or the 4043 that I got from Jim. My wherever I am in the house gun is the 4006 TSW. That was Ed's. And yes, I am going to talk to the boys up at Dead On, and I am going to get this thing. If they have to double tap it, it is going to say hashtag be like Ed on it. I was a 40 all day guy. Then I walked away from them. Now, to me, the 40 is like the closest I can get to a 10 millimeter. So I'm going that way. Zeus, butthole tattoos taste funny. Thank you, Zeus. What the fuck? Zeus, my channel still has a background picture, so whiskey. Laugh out loud. We all have a background picture, the thing at the top. I actually went over to look, Zeus, to see if somehow you had slipped through the fucking intelligence agency and no, the whole thing. You could have, I think I actually had Dax jumping through a water stream, biting at the water in the background. So instead of white, it was Dax. Then you had a picture, then you could add other... Sorry, Miss Sharky. Really. The politeness, I understand, is going a little ways, but seeing so she already knows who I am, it'll probably be like, hey, nice to meet you. Oh, yeah, nice to meet you too. Zeus. God damn it. I don't get very many whiskey requests from Zeus, so I'm feeling compelled. And when I run to grab a quick meal with Christine before Locked and Loaded tonight with my guest Mario Mosen, I not only will I not be driving, I also will not be bringing a firearm with, but she has a concealed carry, so that is why I wanted her to have a concealed carry. Especially now, moving from working just down the street to working on the main campus. It's a higher scumbag element in that direction of town. Even though compared to some of you, it's nothing here. Zeus, I got a black 2002 S10 V6 standard transmission, 101,000 miles on it for $1,200 Monday. That's pretty good. And where you are, I doubt you have any rust. Zeus, I know several people that had a pit try to chew their arm off. I was bit by a pit on the neck once. It almost killed me. Yeah. 27? Oh, damn is right. If it makes any fucking difference, Greg got bit in the ankle by a, the fuck is the thing? A chihuahua yesterday. So, you can stick your pit bull problems up your ass. A fucking chihuahua from hell? Seriously? Do you realize what that's like? Jolson, this video needs less Jolson and more cowbell. Okay. Wade, I had several pit bulls over the years. All my kids we raised with them too. I've found them to be very loving and protective of their family. If an asshole raises any breed of dog, you get an asshole dog. If a decent human being raises a dog, you get a dog better than most people. That's basically what I was saying about Pete. His dogs, no aggression, in a loving family. Wade, I love the SKS most of all. It's 30 caliber, ruggedly dependable, easily modified, and as for my SKS, it easily had at least 20,000 rounds through it with no major malfunctions, and still putting it in the X-ring after almost 20 years. Tordisius, one good cowbell deserves another. Chuck, my fucking hollow point. I was in a good mood when I walked in here, but after the whining changed that booger. You know, that's easy, Chuck. Just don't fucking come in here. 27. Damn, it's 38th spot. Better than none. Joey, did Christine forget that she shot Ed's SKS when I came up there? There is a video of it. See, I thought she had. Links. Or, you know it didn't happen. Crazy Scotsman, so I agree with your first shot really wasn't whiskey. Crazy Scotsman, oh, and whiskey. Come on, I still have a show to do. Crazy Scotsman, Deliciousness, Brew Babe, and Intro Babe. Hashtag be like Ed. Scotsman. Scotsman again. Jerry should just make it a straight 100 and quit being a pussy. I'll take that up with him. Smile Money, let's work on one issue since it came up in the last couple of videos. Botten is not a word. If anyone has botten tires recently, or even if anyone has purchased tires recently, not botten. This has been a public service announcement from the word police. Crazy Scotsman, neutered beyond belief. YouTube can eat a bowl of botten dicks. Crazy Scotsman, I will always do what I can to help out, keep the cabins going. Veterans are beyond important. I never met Justin, but I feel like we would have gotten along great. Hashtag Justin's final mission will continue. Continue till it's 0 a day. It's all one word, so thank you, I translated that. Crazy Scotsman, 145,000, mature, mine way higher than yours, laugh out loud. Oh, amateur. 145,000 amateur, mine has, yeah, well, yeah. Yours, from being that yours was sitting in front of my house for almost a week, it's definitely shows that it's not being attacked by rust like mine is. Crazy Scotsman, David got a bunch of those out. I think he thought I didn't read or couldn't, laugh out loud. David says back to Scotsman, I thought you weren't interested. I would be happy to gift you a copy of each. I will leave them with Christine because Eric is piggy and might put boogers on them. No, but I'll be happy to teabag it. 27. Yes, the microwave pork rinds were Lowry's brand. I don't know if I had a shitty bag or salt tolerance is a lot different. That's a good question. Crazy Scotsman, I am sick of people acknowledging these fucks that want to take everything quite publicizing them. Fighting back requires tact, not press. Giving them more views. They are like these suicide mass shooters, all about being famous for 5 minutes. Fuck that. Fight back by contacting representatives and telling them to stand for the Second Amendment. They work for us. Make them do so. Amen to that. Crazy Scotsman, same shit with these companies that feel they can make a difference by refusing to sell certain things. Fuck that. This is America. Quit being pussies. Man the fuck up. Colt quit. Little bitch, you earned your name by the second, so fucking defend it, you turncoat motherfuckers. Yeah, Colt has decided that they're not going to sell AR-15s to civilians. I know that a few of you might not be happy to hear this, but Colt is a shit company, especially now. And when it comes to the AR-15, honestly, sorry, Jolson, honestly, you could not give me a Colt AR. I would be much, much, much happier to build the next rifle for Justin's Final Mission, for the Snowflake Melter, for a good friend using Palmetto State Armory parts, because Colt's products really have fucking gone downhill. Go back in time, I'd love a Colt Python, a Colt Anaconda. All of those are awesome fucking revolvers. But the Colt AR, I'm sorry, Colt, you're probably thinking that somehow you're gonna get some business, or someone's gonna pat your little fucking pussy ass company on the back for giving in and taking it up the ass for the fucking small percentage. I mean, I have seen so many people, Democrats now basically standing up and saying, you fucking libtards have fucked up. You think you want to come for my guns? I will put that clothespin on my nose, and I am going to vote for Trump, because I am not going to vote for anybody that doesn't support the Second Amendment. And the sad thing is, unless that fucker changes his mind, he also, I mean, where are we? You got to find some guy that's just willing to basically run and say, there's a reason the Second Amendment is there. You're too fucking stupid to realize what it is. You deserve exactly what will happen to you. Hey, enjoy being in the oven. EMT Railfan, the Brew Babe looks like a girl I used to request at the local hairdresser when my go-to old school barber would go on vacation when I was due for a trim. Thank goodness the drape was always covering me, because the sights that she would flash by me. Hold on, I'll be right back. I think I know what you're saying. It was like a puppet show? EMT Railfan. Hello, Ultra Girl. Cheers, Lars. Shut up. Don't encourage her. Yeah, just for the fun of it, who fucking cares about looking at the beer at the end? I think I'm just going to have I mean, it's got a little, happiness there. Not cool enough that particular day. Smile Money, I prefer the old school 3040 Craig 1890. Johnny Watson has one, and I have shot that round. Very nice rifle. I would also like to have an 1860 muzzle loading Springfield in 69 caliber. Civil War vintage. You and NIHAP need to get together, and you can touch tips. Sharky? Rifles, boobs, good job. Thank you. David Brown, real men don't have ink. We have scars. That, my friend, I have plenty of those. That's one that probably won't go away. As you can see, it's taken a while to heal. That was interesting. That was one of those, it took a while, but here, we'll find the Cliff Note version. Oh my God. I'm cutting a 3-inch cast line for the heating system in the piece of shit building we're working on right now with my portaband, and the pipe starts to bend because it's really fucking heavy in both directions, and it pinches the blade of my portaband, and I basically it was dull and it wasn't cutting right. So I flipped the levers open, I removed the blade from the portaband, and I reach up and I jiggle the blade and snap it off and throw the blade in a pile, and there's this much blade that's stuck down into the pipe, and there's maybe this much of it sticking out. 1/2 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch. 2 weeks later, the rest of that pipe turns out that it's in our way and has to come down, and I'm portabanding it off, and like a tree falling, I'm calculating where it goes, but as it falls, it rolls, it hits something against the wall, bounces back, like foreshadowing in a hack and slash movie. As the pipe rolls around, that last little bit of the stuck portaband blade in the previous cut goes past my arm and instantly looks like a blood geyser. You know what? That's okay, because that's a scar with a story. Sharky. Good. My grandparents had a Dalmatian, one of the sweetest dogs I ever met. It all depends on how they're raised. See, exactly. When an animal is all the rage, people will want to make a buck and overbreed it. Because humans. No, that's no. I know. I had a Doberman, and she was the sweetest, lovable. I mean, you just looked at her and went, Gypsy, and she'd like, like, I'm not gonna, knock it off. I'm not gonna, the dog wasn't beat. That's how she acted, though. You said her name with some attitude, and Gypsy, and she'd like shit herself, and then I'm gonna throw this right back on douchebag humans. Salty Shellback. Pork rinds will be there Saturday. Oh. Are you delivering them? Stephen Hobson led. I'm not worried about Beto. He won't even make it to the primaries. His whole bullshit comment he made just killed his chance of re-election in Texas. Threatening this useless tool will just get your name on the list. Gunwild 1. Yes, Frontline Cigars are sending me some dog rockets to review. Excellent. Because then we can get together and talk about it. Now, I'm heading to the 200 Ale Club, and between all the fucking shots and what's left in my glass, this is gonna stand in Pool Time Ale, a Belgian wheat-inspired ale with cherry juice, weighing in at, 5%? 5%. It's tasty. I would definitely put it in the category of a lawnmower beer. For that, thank you, Jolson, and I'm going to give it an 8. And I would get it again. I like that, just a little bit of the natural flavors of the cherry, which definitely has that natural. Good God, Smile Money. So I say this isn't going to be long, and now it's longer than yesterday. Smile Money. So the show prep is real. Hashtag 200 Ale Club cheers. Yes, it is real. Brad Thomas, I was looking at big titties, not the beer. I know that you would. J-Dog, Art Club, Bearded CB, I guess on the other channel. 200 Ale Time, engage. And Keck, here for the 200 Ale Club. Thank you, guys. Joey, here before I was notified about the iHeart Club meeting starting. Joey, see you in a couple of hours. Joey, hey, Aunt Keck, let's see how far we can make Eric read. No, let's not, Joey. Jeremy, pre-dawn death. The Benelli M4 is the last shotgun I will ever need. That being said, I shoot it very seldom. Anyone want to buy my $2,000 Benelli? Hey, Jeremy, how many times have I said, you want to make a little trade? I can set you up with, what could I set you up with? A couple of ARs, Project Overkill, there's some bucks in that, a box of knives, pictures of me. Let's talk. Call me. I have tried to buy that shotgun from him, and he keeps telling me that he doesn't want to do it. So, do you want to sell it or do you not, Jeremy? Okay, Jeremy's got the last comment. We're going to go for the Stalker Steve reboot. No. Stalker Steve, are you out there? Stalker Steve, Stalker, hello, Stalker Steve, paging Stalker Steve. I mean, fuck. Gunwild, you're not in here either. Gunwild, paging Gunwild. You know, he's the one person that it's usually like a moment after. I hit the Stalker Steve button, I say goodbye to you guys, I turn the camera off, I put away the firearms, tuck the babies in, go upstairs, and then you know, when I get ready to upload, I see that, like, did I make it? No, you didn't make it. Thank you. Thank you, whoever set the ass-kicking Carolina Reaper hot sauce. Kick your ass. Made from water Carolina Reaper peppers, vinegar, carrots, salt, fresh garlic, anthem gum, and spices. Produced in a plant that uses peanuts, tree nuts, soy, and wheat products. Refrigerate after opening. Ass-kicking Reaper goulash. Product of the USA, Arizona. Okay. Now, I don't know if it's the same person or not, but I fucking really am digging. Honestly, I'm really am digging the mega one. That bottle is actually down the right here. It's gonna fucking probably. Actually, I'm gonna probably bring. I brought it with for breakfast, so I'm gonna be bringing the Satan sauce tomorrow. Tori, our waitress, I'm sure she'll be like right in to give this a try with Satan on the bottle. So, thank you guys. Thank you, and we will definitely see you tomorrow. Cheers.